Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another exciting episode of Entab presents CampusCare EdTalks, an exclusive platform where the stalwarts of education come on board and express their viewpoints on burning topics related to education. Before I begin, let me quickly introduce you to Entab. We are a 20-year-old IT company engaged in providing matured and futuristic school ERP, CRM, mobile apps, learning content, and much more, and help transform them from good schools to great ones. In today's session, we shall discuss about the importance of learning the skill of anger management with kids. We'll learn that how should parents tackle the situation of when a child uses their anger to fulfill unjustified demands. And for that very purpose, we have Ms. Archana Shrivastava, the principal of Purti Global School, Bangalore. In her educational journey of more than 3 decades, ma'am has been honored with the Global Excellence Award, Indian School Merit Awards, the Best Teacher Award by Rotary Midtown, Bangalore, and many more accolades under her belt. Please welcome and put your hands together for Shrivastava ma'am. Archana ma'am, welcome on board. It's a pleasure to have you. Ma'am, a study states that more than 1 in 10 people face problems in controlling anger, and the same problem can be seen in kids too. So, anger is an emotion. If stopped, it can create frustration. But children can always be taught to control anger and master the skill of anger management. So, how do you think schools can work towards inculcating such skills?
Today, unfortunately, anger has become quite rampant among young children, boys or girls. I think schools can help children in managing their anger, controlling their anger by engaging them in physical activities by having yoga, meditation, or even physical activities like boxing, martial arts, because that kind of engages them and their energy is utilized, and hence they become calmer and they are able to kind of concentrate in the class and do not get into fights on a regular basis with children. Apart from that, counselors are a very important people to have in schools today, because after a certain stage when it crosses their boundaries, then children need to be taken to a counselor so that professional help is sought and their issues are resolved.
Right. Ma'am, moving forward, undoubtedly parents love their kids and they want to fulfill their every wish, even if it means going out of the way or traveling an extra mile. But what would you suggest parents that how should they tackle a situation when the kids use anger as a weapon to get their demands fulfilled?
See, first of all, where younger children are concerned, probably giving them time out is a very important thing to do, because parents need to inform the children or communicate to the children that it is not for them to throw tantrums or get unnecessarily angry on smallest of things. So timeout is a very, very important thing, which kind of plays a crucial role in controlling these issues among the younger children. Secondly, parents have to practice what they preach, because children observe. And if I tell lies and I tell my child, don't tell lies, the child is not going to do that. So, how the
Right.
parents are kind of controlling or reacting to different situations in front of children, is kind of, it plays a key role in the child understanding that it's okay to get angry, but how do you express it is very important. So, parents need to tell the children that it's fine, you need to get angry at wrong things, but you cannot just hit out at others. You can say that, I do not like this. You need to express it in the right way, that I don't like it when you say like this, or when you use this tone with me. I do not feel like studying, or I do not feel like obeying you when you say things in a certain tone. So parents also need to understand the children who are, because this generation is very different from probably the way the parents have been brought up. So they need to understand that children also get upset over certain things, the kind of tone that we use. So that is very important, and that plays a huge role, because parents' expectations are there, but they need to understand that children are constantly observing them. That is very important. And I feel emotional intelligence is far, far more important than just the intellectual one, because We need to help our children express all the emotions in the right way so that they are able to express it. Like a small example is in a class, if a child is pulling somebody else's pencil, child can tell the other one, see, I don't like it, don't do it. And we need to give steps on how, what is the second somebody do it. The always coming and running to their parents, complaining about other children or getting angry. So this is something that parents need to inform their children, help them, in a healthy manner, express emotions. And anger is not a negative emotion, but if expressed in the right way for the right thing, it can really be useful. That is
Right, ma'am.
something.
Ma'am, what activities would you like to recommend to our audience who are watching us? How they can vent out anger in activities like maybe might be writing through. For example, many of the singers or many of the rappers of our generation, they say that they vent out their anger when they write a rap, or maybe meditation or long walk. Some sort of activities which can help release anger in a constructive manner.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is something even I used to share with my teachers as well. I think the first thing I used to tell them, and sometimes I also practice certain things myself when I get a little upset over certain things. One is, of course, first is take a deep breath, count to 10, maybe go and have a glass of water. I would tell, my teachers that just step out, just take a short walk till the end of the corridor, come back. That kind of calms you down a little bit. Of course, like you suggested, for people at home, they can go for a walk because that really rejuvenates and kind of opens the mind. You come back feeling better instead of venting out the anger, at that point of time. These are some of the things that, like I said, I think having being engaged in some kind of physical activity, like you said, there are people who are interested in music or things like that. That is a way that they express their anger, and it helps them to vent it out. So all of us, whatever areas of interest, likes to sing, somebody likes to write, we can probably write down our feelings. We can help people, kind of keep their diaries. Maybe the children can keep diaries, and when you down, you can kind of ease your, that burden of anger on yourself. That is what really helps.
Right. Ma'am, last but not the least, since anger, you said, is a natural emotion and it's a positive emotion, and we might not be able to recognize when a child might be, angry, and they might require professional help. So, ma'am, what would you suggest? What would be the telltale signs to seek professional help for anger management?
See, I feel that if the child is kind of getting triggered at smallest of things, getting irked at smallest of reasons or smallest of situations, then that's the time that the alarm bell should ring in a parent's head or a teacher's head, knowing that this child, it's like you said, anger is a positive emotion. So that is something that's absolutely fine. Like I said, you can express anger in the right way. But if somebody is getting, angry at smallest of thing, at smallest of reason, and wants to hit out at the other person for no reason, instead of expressing it and talking about it, then that is one reason, or that should set an alarm bell ringing in your head that, okay, this child needs a little more help. I have seen children who kind of become violent when they are somebody just says something little to them, and they go and start punching the other person. Those are the points that we need to understand, that professional help has to be sought, because if a child is not able to express in a healthy manner how the child is feeling, helping the children to express themselves is the key here. Because if we allow them, if we keep telling them, no, you should not get angry, that's not right, that does not help. We need to allow them to express. Tell me, if you're feeling like this, you can say, yeah, I'm upset with so and so because he did this or she did this. That's absolutely fine. But hitting out and punching somebody is absolutely not fine. So that's the time when professional help needs to be sought.
Right. So there you have it, folks. Now you know how to deal with anger management, and I'm sure it's a much harder thing to do than to just talk about it. But you know how you what are the telltale signs you have to go for and seek professional help, and it's very common from 1 out of 10 kids to be angry. So it's a natural emotion. We should just understand. We should take our time, give the person a time, be patient, and try to handle the situation in a much more calmer and a mature manner. Thank you so much, Archana ma'am, for giving us your valuable time. It was a pleasure having you on Ed Talks. Till we meet next time again on some other topic. Thank you.
So
Good
thank
evening.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.